Hi students, this is Shanti ma'am. Today we are going to discuss about matter around us. Daily in our life, we see so many things around us, like human beings, like your friends, parents, like object, books, table, plants and animals, anything, many things we see. The various objects which exist around us are made of some kind of matter. We perceive some of these objects through our senses like sight, touch, hearing, taste and smelling. All kinds of matter possesses mass and occupies space. Of course, some are heavy and others are light. So, this matter can be defined as anything which occupies space or volume and mass can be perceived by our senses. What is meant by perceived? It can be felt. Matter can be defined as anything which occupies space, some volume and mass can be perceived by our senses like sight, touch, hearing, taste and smelling. We use the term matter to cover all the substances and materials from which the universe is composed. Matter is everything around us. The air we breathe, the food we eat, the pen we write and so on. Clouds, stones, plants, animals, a drop of water, a grain of sand, everything is matter. Samples of any of these materials have two properties in common. They have mass and they occupy space. So, thus we say that matter is anything which occupies space and has mass is called matter. This is another definition. Anything which occupies space and has mass is called matter. Which means if you take one chalk piece also has one matter. It occupies some space. If you take any book, that also one of the matter. It is the object occupies some space. For example, you see this is the weighing machine. The matter has mass. The weighing machine also has some mass. Another example, they show that matter occupies some space. The books occupies inside the bag. The bag having some space. And balloon also having some space. The inside the air occupies some space. And the water also occupy some space inside the glass. Right. From that, what should we understand? Anything which occupies space and has mass. This is the mass. This is the space. Occupies some space and has mass is called matter. Are you clear, student? The matter means what? Anything which occupies space and has mass is called matter. Next. Not all things or we see or feel or matter. All the things are matter? No. For example, sunlight, force, energy, heat, light. In science, you might have learned that everything is made of matter. Matter has mass and occupies some values. But heat, light, sound, force, energy do not have measurable mass and cannot be contained any value. Matter can be converted into energy. That's it. You take one example for sunlight. This is sunlight. Does it have any matter? No. The sunlight is not a matter because it does not occupy any space. Keep it in your mind, students. Does not occupy any space because sunlight is a form of electromagnetic radiation and it is made of small particles called photons. The photons do not have mass and have very high speed. So, the sunlight is not a matter. Next, sound. Sound also not a matter. It converted into the vibration energy. The wave energy only converted to one particle to another particles. Next, what is this? Force. This is force. Force is a matter? No. In that, it is said that the force between two matter. This is the two matter. The human beings is one of the matter and this human beings is one of the matter. So, the force between two matter particles is due to exchange of certain particles between the two particles. So, force is not a matter. And this is energy. The energy also not a matter. Matter can be converted into energy. Matter is converted into the energy. So, not all the things that we see or feel are a matter. Is it clear? Next, classification of matter. The matter classified in two types. The first one, pure substance. Another one, impure substance. Impure substance is otherwise called as mixtures. The pure substance also again classified in two types. The first one, elements and compounds. What is meant by elements? The elements is the same kind of an atom. Cannot be broken into simpler substances. The elements cannot be broken into simpler substances. For example, copper, oxygen, hydrogen. If we take copper, the copper contains only the copper atoms. We cannot split furthermore. It is called element. Compounds. The compounds, two or more elements combined together to give a compounds by fixed ratio. Can be broken down into the elements by chemical reaction. For example, water is one of the compound, sugar is also one of the compound, salt is the one of the compound by fixed ratio. The salt means NaCl. NaCl. Under chemical reaction, it can be easily separate. Na plus Cl minus. Like this, we can split. So, can be broken down into elements by chemical reaction. This is called compounds. We will discuss in detail to next slides. Next, the impure substance. The impure substance also divided in two types, the homogeneous and the heterogeneous. The homogeneous means the uniform composition. For example, sugar plus water, water plus alcohol. And heterogeneous means non-uniform composition. Example, sand plus sugar and water plus oil. This matter is classified into major two types, the pure substance and impure substance. Pure substance again to divide in two types, the elements and compounds, and impure substance also classified homogeneous and heterogeneous substance. Next, do you know how many elements exist in nature? There are 118 elements present in the earth crust. Totally, how many elements present in the earth crust and in periodic table, students? 118 elements. In that, out of which 92 elements occur in nature. Out of which The 92 elements occur in nature. Remaining 26 elements have been prepared in a laboratory by artificial methods. However, only 100 elements have been authenticated by IUPAC. Authenticated by IUPAC. What is meant by authenticated? The authority. Authenticated means what, students? Authority. The IUPAC is nothing but, IUPAC abbreviations is what, students? International Union of Pure and Applied Chemistry. International Union of Pure and Applied Chemistry. The IUPAC is nothing but recognized authority for chemical standards of nomenclature. The nomenclature also nothing but a system of naming things, especially in science. Not only nomenclature, the measurement and atomic mass values, settings of standard of atomic weights that appear on the periodic table. So, the IUPAC only allotted the symbol. From that, what we should know? How many students total in the periodic table? 118. They classified in two types, natural method, another one artificial method. In natural, how many elements present in the earth crust? 92. In have been prepared in the laboratory method, this is called artificial, 26 element. Out of 118 elements and 112 elements only authenticated by IUPAC. Is it clear? Next, the definition of elements, atoms, molecules. What is meant by elements? An element is a pure substance. The compounds also pure substance and the elements also pure substance. But an element is a pure substance that cannot be split into anything simple by physical or chemical method. Proposed to Boyle's. This is the Boyle's law. An element is the pure substance. We know that. We cannot split into furthermore to simplest substance. This is called what? Elements. Another one definition. The element is made up of same kind of atoms. Only one type of atoms. From the modern atomic theory. The aluminium has only aluminium atoms. Copper contains only copper atoms throughout the element. This is called elements. Next, atom. The atom is the smallest particle of an element. The atom is the smallest particle of an element. We consider this is the copper atom. This is the copper atom. There are so many atoms present in the element. Right. Here, the last particle or least particle. This is the least particle. This is the atom. This is, we call it as what, students? Atom. We cannot split to furthermore. This is the least particles. This is called what? Atom. The smallest particle of an element. This is the element. This is the copper element. We consider. Right. In that, the last particles of atom particles is called what? Atom. Another one example, the smallest unit of an element. The smallest unit of an element. This is the 1 unit of an element. May or may not have an independent existence. It may be independent or may not be independent. Which means the hydrogen is also one of the atom and H2 also one of the diatomic molecules. Like that we say. But always take part of chemical reaction is called atoms. The atoms have the two definition. Which one is easy? You should read. Next, molecules. A molecule is made of same kind or different kinds of atoms. Same kind or different kinds of atom. The same kind means O2, H2. The two atoms are same. The two atoms are same. Oxygen plus oxygen gives O2. This element also oxygen. This element also oxygen. The same kind of atom combined together to make one simplest molecule. And different kinds of atoms, HCl, you take HCl. H is the different type of element and Cl also different types of atoms. The different types of atoms combined together to make a one molecule. This is the different kinds of atoms. Next, another one definition, the smallest unit of pure substance. The smallest unit of pure substance which always exist in independently and retain physical and chemical properties. The retain means to have own in their properties. The substance called molecules. The molecules also two definitions. The first one, the molecule is made up of same kind or different kinds of atoms. Another one, the smallest unit of pure substance. This HCl is the pure substance. This is the smallest unit. Right, it is it can be independently exist in nature. It retains the physical and chemical properties. That is called molecule. Next, classification of elements based on their properties. The elements also classified into three types. The first one, metals and non-metals and metalloids. First one, we should know the metals. This is metal character. Metals have some characters. Out of 92 elements in nature, in 70 elements are metals. Out of 96 elements are get nature, right? In that 70 elements are made metals. The metals are hard in nature. The metals have hard in nature. This is the lustrous. Lustrous means what? Shining in appearance. The metals have shining in the appearance. And malleable. Malleable means it can be beaten into very thin sheet. We can beat to like paper. Next, ductile. Ductile means drawn into the wire. The good conductors. All the metals conduct electricity and heat. And sonorous. Sonorous means making sound, producing sound. For example, copper, gold, silver, iron, like that. The metal character is what, students? The lustrous and ductile and malleable and conductors and sonorous. Next, non-metals. Non-metals, only about 16 to 17 elements are soft. Out of 96, the 16 or 17 are non-metals. In that 16 or 17 are soft and non-lustrous. It is not shining in the appearance. And non-malleable. It cannot be beaten into thin sheet. And non-ductile. Non-ductile means we cannot drawn into the wire. And bad conductors. It cannot conduct electricity and heat. And non-sonorous. It cannot making any sound. For example, hydrogen, oxygen, sulfur, carbon, etc. This is the non-metal character. Next, metalloids. Next, what, students? Metalloids. Metalloids means act both character. Sometimes act as metal character, sometimes act as non-metal character. That is called metalloids. Very few semi-metals are known as metalloids, which shows property of metals as well as non-metals. For example, boron, silicon, germanium, etc. This is classification of elements based on their properties. Right, students? Next, what is compound? What is compound? when two or more elements combine in fixed ratio by mass. They from compound. For example, water molecule. This is the water molecule. Water is a compound made of 2 hydrogen atoms and 1 oxygen atoms, ratio by 2:1. H2O. 2:1 means what, students? 2 hydrogen atom, 1 oxygen atom. The 2:1 ratio in the atom. By volume or 1:8. Volume or 1:8. How can we find out 1:8? H2O. H2O is water molecule. The hydrogen atomic mass is 1. Oxygen atomic mass is 16. Right. We can apply here 2 hydrogen. How many hydrogen here? 2 hydrogen. So 2 into 1. Atomic mass is what? 2:1. So 2. Next, how many oxygen here? 1 oxygen. So we apply 1 into 16. 16 is the atomic mass. So we get 16. 2:16. 2:16. We get 2:16. We can strike out both. 1:8 by mass. 1:8 by mass. So a compound is a pure substance composed to 2 or more elements combined together chemically in fixed ratio by mass. This is called what, students? Compounds. Element plus element to gives what? Compound. Na plus Cl. Na is one of the element, Cl is one of the element, give to NaCl. Next, what is the difference between elements and compounds? Element made up of only one kind of atom. Made up of only one type of atom or one kind of atom. If it is take aluminum, aluminum contains only one kind of atoms throughout the element. Next, made up compound made up of more than one kind of atom. More than one kind of atom means the H2O, C12, H22O6, sugar. This is the sugar formula. Like this, more than one kind of atom. Next, the smallest particle that retains all its property is in atom. All the particles have own properties it has. So the same like that, the smallest particle retains all its property in the molecule. Molecule have all the properties in its own. Next, it cannot be broken down into simpler substance. We cannot broken furthermore into simpler substance of an element. But compound we can broken down into simple elements in chemical method. Like this undergoing to chemical reaction, we can split carbon and hydrogen, another one oxygen. So this is the compound. This is difference between elements and compounds. Thank you, students. If you like this video, you share my videos and like my videos and subscribe my channel. Thank you.